This is Larry, the Jewish life coach, and let's talk about whether college is right for you. Now, college might be for you. Rich Cooper, the entrepreneurs and cars guy, didn't attend college. He said he had ADD, and he said that school wasn't for him. All right. I like his thought-provoking content generally. It's some of the better red pill content. But I worry that a lot of people watching the show aren't looking at all their options. He's got a pretty big audience, so I don't want everyone to think that they have to bet all their chips on entrepreneurship, especially if maybe they don't have the special skills that entrepreneurship might require. It's a unique kind of personality. It's a salesman's mindset. It isn't for everyone. All right. Now, in this case, you're getting two extremes. Rich Cooper never went to college. All right. I'm working on a third master's degree. My first master's degree was an MBA. Then I went for a master's in military intelligence. And now I'm working on a master's IT. All these things build on themselves in the specialties I work in. Okay. Now I'm a data-driven guy, and I don't like putting out advice for people that isn't backed up by hard data. So I want to run through some numbers with you. People that graduate college make higher pay. This is essentially the core of my argument. Bureau of Labor Statistics 2020 data says if you don't even have a high school diploma or GED, you're making $691 a week. If you have a high school diploma, $781 a week. Associate's degree, $938 a week. Now we get to the real jump. Bachelor's degree, $1305 a week. Master's degree, $1545 a week. All right, the sweet spot seems to be this bachelor's. Now, a lot of people are worried about the socialist communist programming agenda. Well, you're not going to get that at American Military University. There's plenty of conservative schools if you're worried about political indoctrination. But the people attending night school, they're older adults. They don't go for social conditioning. You don't have to worry about that in a lot of schools that are online. Okay, they just don't have the social atmosphere. There's no protesting. Whatever clubs they have on campus are trivial. And there is no real campus. It's you connect on the internet. You barely even talk to the other people in the class. I've been to courses where they make you, put in a comment about a question, and then you have to comment to somebody else's comment, and that's it. There's no real interaction. Okay, so you don't have to worry about going to these schools getting brainwashed, or at least, the ones aimed at adults. All right. Now, some things can't be gotten any other way than college. All right. Now, if you want to get into a STEM career, you're probably going to have to go to college. Technically, you could become a Java developer and never go to school. Will you be locked out of certain things? Sure. You want a federal contract? Not happening without a bachelor's degree in something. They won't be allowed to hire you. Okay. A lot of contracts just say, if you don't have a 4-year degree, you're just not, eligible as a contractor, things like that. All right. So there's a big thing that says, you need a 4-year degree to get in the door, to get your shot. That's completely true. Now, STEM careers are great because let's say you did, Java development. All right. Now you could go take that American degree, your American ability, go overseas. All right. So you've got people living out in, let's say, the country of Georgia, and their money goes really far, twice as far. And if you're telecommuting or perhaps physically commuting by flying in and out and working on projects, and you're making 200 grand, US dollars a year, and you take that overseas to Eastern Europe, boy, you're rich. Okay. Now, some things can't be obtained other than through college. Now, it's great. Anything that requires a license provides a barrier to entry that might work in your favor, gives you job security, right? You're not going to have an illegal immigrant come in and, take a job as a, licensed psychologist. You need a degree, right? You need licensure from the state. Now, it's a double-edged sword. It gives you job security and it limits the number of people in the field. But what the government giveth, they can taketh away. So you have to be careful. Generally speaking, I don't like jobs that require licensure because I don't like the sword of Damocles over your head that if you do the wrong thing, we can pull your license. Okay. Now, another reason to go to college is to meet girls, worthwhile girls, the MRS degree. That's been around since the 50s at least. Now, it's great to talk to smart girls. And I used to love to do that on my, on campus days. And I recommend it. Okay. You need to socialize. You need to make friends. Go on campus. In fact, You might go to community college just to take anything. Go there for art appreciation. Just go have fun. But you know what? You'll meet friends and you'll socialize. Now, here's another thing. Why not go to school overseas? U.S. federal aid covers a reasonable sample of overseas schools. Why not go to school in Israel, right? Tel Aviv University. I'll be going there pretty soon. Now, Germany, France, Italy, all these places, they're on the table. And, you can pay for the whole bill with U.S. student loans. And depending on your financial situation, perhaps other loans you take, you pay for on-campus housing. There's plenty of options that are, have been made affordable. Greece is on the table. A lot of places, England. But I personally, if I was going overseas, I wouldn't go to a country that spoke English because you're there for the experience. Okay. Now let's get to the real negative, paying for college. All right. There's income-based repayment. Your payment can be low as $5. When you get out of school, you don't have to pay on day one. You can defer for a year. If you need another creative way to stall payment, you could take one master's class, which would give you 6 credit hours. That would make you half time. You'd actually be able to kick the can down the road, and you'd be able to use that as a stall if you really wanted to, because you'd be in school. If you're in school part time, you don't have to pay on your loans. All right. Now, another thing is missed employment, right? You could split the difference. You can go to night school. You could still work and go to school at half time. There's options. Come on. Lots of people have done it. Don't say you can't. I mean, it's a dishonest argument. Now, learning doesn't happen inside of a college building alone, right? Here's the question of the day, right? What nonfiction book did you read today? What new skills are you learning right now that complement the skills you already have? Now, you don't even have to go to school for this, all right? It's just you got to have a commitment to excellence and moving yourself ahead. All right, how are you gonna get anywhere if you don't put in the work? All right, I'm gonna steal Entrepreneurs and Cars slogans. Right, do the work. He's right. If you don't do the work, you won't get the reward. So I want everyone here to think about college and give it a fair shake. The entrepreneurship isn't for everyone. It takes a specialized kind of person, mindset to do it. It's great if you can do it. It's not for everyone. The numbers bear out. On a whole, bachelor's degrees work for most people. And Rich Cooper's a unusual individual kind of guy. His plan, I really doubt is the best for everyone writ large. If you're a true entrepreneur, I think you know it, right? And I just don't want people to think that some very unique individuals with snowflakes are a solution for everyone. And I think the large amount of men that are dropping out of higher education, I think it's going to come back and bite them. I don't think they'll win the battle on that. It's unfortunate that school's very expensive. You can sort of fix some of these things by going to the cheapest accredited schools. Okay, you can go get a degree, not a pedigree. That's what I recommend. You don't have to go to Harvard. I mean, nice if you can afford it, but your state college that has a night program, I'm sure that's very affordable. Well, anyway, keep chasing excellence. This is Larry, the Jewish Life Coach, wishing you the best.